Welcome to another episode of Horror with Sir Sturdy. And as you guys know, this episode is brought to you by HEMPARITA. Go to ihemparita.com to get some of the best CBD ever. Again, that is ihemparita.com. It is legal in all 50 states. I am going to talk to the owner about getting it legal or getting it sent over to Canada so we can get into Canada because it is legal to CBD. You could save 10% by using promo code Sir Sturdy. Another thing I will tell you, if you click the top link, the very first link in the description, if there's any other promo codes on there, you click the very first link in the description, you use that link, use my link, and you can use that other promo code. If there's a 20% off or 30% off, whatever reason, just use my link up top in the description or down below, depending on when you watch the video and where it is. Again, it's ihemparita.com. Use promo code SIR30 and you save yourself 10%. You can get gummies, you can get shooters, both delicious, work great, nice, relaxing. ihemparita.com. And let's get into this movie, gentlemen. Let me drop this intro really, really quick. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight we will be reviewing The Omen from 1976 and The Omen from 2006. Welcome to the madness. And we're back. And tonight we have a guest, Southern Spectre. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going, man. I apologize that you guys can't see me right now, but
it's all right.
All good. We're glad you're here, man. Glad you're here.
hey, it's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course, man. I love having guests on here. It just makes it more entertaining, more fun, getting different perspectives and points of views, especially from people that I've never met as far as these horror movies and reviews and all that fun stuff.
Understood.
Man.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, no, I was just saying it's great. It's just cool to get a perspective from others that we've never met, like talking to others about these movies, getting, new perspectives and all that other fun stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, James?
Doing good. Normal day for me.
Normal day.
Normal day.
Chris?
Hanging out, got a little gardening done outside, read a little bit on the porch, kind of just chilled out, talked to a couple neighbors. Easy day.
Nice. Always glad to hear that. Well, people, as I said, we are reviewing The Omen from 76 and The Omen from 2006, which...
Basically almost the same exact movie.
To an extent, yes. I will say that...
Just modern. It's more modern.
Okay, you know what? Before I even jump into the fun stuff, the announcement I was talking to you guys about off the air, which I'm going to get into that soon-ish, just the email part of it, not even the word. We're going to get into that later. But I have a question for each and every one of you right now. Which one did you like better? Just which, you don't have to tell me why yet. We'll get into that. Just which one did you like better? I have my answer already.
I'm with the modern one.
You like the remake a little better?
Yeah.
How about you? How about you guys?
It's tough for me. It is tough because the original, it's like, it feels a little bit darker. I think there's some good qualities with the newer one, but I think I'm going to stick with the original. I like the older version.
Okay. How about you, Southern?
Yeah, I like the original better myself as well.
Right.
And yeah, they were very similar. Very similar. It was almost a shot for shot.
Shot for shot, almost like word for word. If you go, it's like the same. I'm like, wow, okay. But then it's the little differences. They added little things and shit like that.
But I don't think it was enough to change the movie, though.
No,
I'm with you, Chris. I like the remake a little bit better. I'll even give you guys my early ratings for both movies if you guys want to jump into that real quick, and then we can dive into, how we do the reviews and all that. I'm gonna give the original a 6. I'm gonna give the remake a 7. Like they're damn neck. I just like just a little better, I like the remake, and I feel I think it's 'cause it looked nicer, it looked cleaner. This right here helped. This right behind me, this sorry, this side looks so much better with with the way this kill went off than this one. That helped for me a lot. But again, like you guys said, these movies are damn near shot for shot, damn near word for word for the most part. But was it Kyle? Kyle, the angry Canadian, who's usually on here with us. He said that the same director did both of these films.
Yeah,
So,
the same writer.
Yeah. That explains a lot. That explains a whole lot how similar.
Yeah. He basically just wanted to make it more modern. He kept the same story. Yeah. The exact. He didn't change nothing crazy on it.
And see, I was actually reading up on that earlier today myself, and I think it was actually a different screenplay writer who actually wrote the script for the remake, but it was so similar to the original that they ended up having to give the original screenwriter credit, even though he didn't even have a hand in it.
Wow. They're like, basically, you just took my script and you just fucking read it. Like you just did the same thing. What are you doing?
Yeah, but I put new clothes on it.
Yeah.
that honestly, what they did with the newer one, in my opinion, was made it a little sexier.
Mm-hmm, they dressed it up.
They used your styles.
Spiced it up a little bit, yeah.
Spiced it up a little bit. Like I like the freaking scene where the first babysitter? The lady jumps off the freaking roof and hangs herself. That was nuts. I like how that was in both films and the way they showed it in both films.
That's what I'm saying. It was like scene for scene, the exact shit.
Yeah.
Except for the original, I liked when she went smashed into the window instead of just a wall.
And okay, so since you mentioned that though, again going back with this kill.
Oh, the newer one's better.
I love how the thing goes through, breaks through the glass, and then when he gets stabbed, you see all the glass like in his face.
Yeah,
and
that was a better one. Yeah.
That was a cool touch.
In the original of that kill right there, I thought it reminded me a lot of the Austin Powers. What was it? Was he driving a Zamboni or something in that one where it took him like 5 minutes to kill the dude to run over him? And that's exactly what the original in that one reminded me of. I'm like, how long is it going to take? Can you move out? I mean, you got time. You can move.
Yeah, no, it did take forever. He was like stared at it for a solid minute. Yeah. He was like, no, it's covered.
Oh, go ahead, Chris.
No, I wasn't saying anything. I was just agreeing. I'm right on par with you, literally, with scores pretty much.
Okay. I was just thinking about you guys, what you were just saying. Southern was just saying about how you have plenty of time to move. It's funny seeing that in movies, especially horror movies, because you're just like, yo, you're sitting here screaming at the top of your lungs for 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. It says exit right here. The killer's way the hell over there. It's like 1,000 yards away, and he's walking slow as shit. Go out the door, stupid. Just leave. And people are just like, oh, man, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Like, you're obviously not that scared if you're not running. Like, anytime I've been afraid when I had to run from things, I'm not going to mention that because it's just, this must be Henry.
Yeah, it definitely.
It's either Henry or Kyle.
No.
We watch the movie. Just checking in to say Aaron is a hooker.
That's a Henry thing.
It is. I mean, are you calling me a really good fisherman, Henry? I take that as a compliment. I don't even fish anymore. But hey.
All right, I'm going to go. This is so close.
Go ahead.
So I favored the original better because I just think it's a little darker. I think the kid was a little like more evil looking than the modern one. But the kills in the newer one I like better.
Yeah.
But this is so close. So the original I'm giving a 7. The modern one's like a 6.75. That's how close it is. I mean, it was close. Like I couldn't tell which one it was like, I don't know, man.
I hate to bite your style, James, but I almost want to copy that and say Dreams was good.
What's up, King?
King Need Gore was good.
It's happening.
At the 15-minute mark, guys, can you please remind me? That's when I'll announce the stuff I was talking about behind the scenes. Just
got it.
Maybe more people roll in. But you know what, James? Really quick before these two gentlemen go, I'm gonna bump the OG up to a 6.75. And Southern, what are your ratings for both of these films?
Yeah, well, see, here's my take on it. With the original, as of now, I would give it a 6. And I would give the remake a 5. But if I was watching that old movie in that time, it would probably get an 8.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
because I agree it does have a grittier, darker aspect of things to it. And on the same hand, a lot of those movies back then didn't show things like this.
Yeah.
So this was like
Yeah.
all new to people's eyes, So I'm like, yeah, I would probably think this is a hell of a lot scarier back then.
Yeah, true.
I like what you said there. And here's what I should have did for the ratings. From how many hellhounds did you give these movies? Just use it for both. From Blood Lake to a 10. And really quick, Southern, before you go, Chris, I just got to ask you, Southern, have you ever seen the movie Blood Lake?
Blood Lake? No, I don't believe I have.
All right, I have homework for you.
It gets brought up. It gets brought up every episode because to us, it's the worst movie ever.
It's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
I want you to watch it because I want you to let us know if you've seen anything worse than that. And if you have, I want to know what the movie is so I can add it to the horror wheel, which will be pulling up around like 30 minutes in.
Okay. Well, last episode, the one that stuck out the most with me was Church of Fudge. So I wasn't quite sure what. I'm glad you give me that one though.
Okay, so Church of Fudge, that's a completely different movie. The theme of the movie we were watching because the whole.
Yeah.
Now I can
Don't
tell
want to see
you
that one.
Church of Fudge if you want spoilers.
No, you don't want to see that one.
Nah, I think I got spoiled the last time when I watched it, so I'm good.
Oh, you watched it already? Oh, good.
No, I didn't watch it. No, I'm just glad you give me broke everything down for me, so I don't have to. So.
Well, Blood Lake, I'm not going to spoil for you. I'll just say
Okay.
it's on. You've heard of Tubi, right?
Oh yeah, I got that too. Yeah.
Okay. It's on Tubi, and make sure it's the Blood Lake from 1987. It's gonna be the movie cover looks like a bootleg Freddy with holding a highlighter.
Yeah,
basically. So yeah, that.
I'll check it out.
I'll pull up the cover for you in a minute. But Chris, you can go ahead, man. Go ahead and let us know your ratings for both of these films. How many hellhounds did you give these movies?
As kind of discussed on other shows or whatnot, I love these movies. These are one of my favorite kind of spooky, eerie, really just like always just peeked out in my mind and always stuck with me with how fucked up and creepy that kid is. But yeah, if again, like he said, with the different times, back in the day, like I said, this would have been an 8-9 movie for me. Now, like I said, it's a little bit lower just because times progress. But as far as the two of them being related to each other, close, reminiscences of each other or whatnot, I still love it. I say the newer one is more of my favorite just because it's cleaner, it's more updated, it's more easy to watch, it's not as grainy. You get more of the things that are going on, some of the visuals and the cut scenes with the pops and the images that she sees and the visions and stuff that she has and stuff like that. Like, I just love this stuff. And then, like James said, the kid is just a little bit just he's just so eerie. Just the stare. It's just fuck. Like,
he's supposed to though. I mean,
I know he did his job. He sold it. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, like it's just one of those things with this thing. That's why this movie always sticks with me. Yes, it's lower than probably what I initially would have given it for initial scores, watching them for the first time or whatnot. But other than that, they still hold up. They're still great movies in their own rights, and both of them from two different times. So you can't knock either of them. You know what I mean? They're both to be renowned and respected in their own right for their own time.
So with all that being said, what's your rating?
Like I said, I was with you on the 6 and the 7.
Okay. All right. Now that we got that out of the way. Guys, it's 14 minutes in. I know we're all going to start rambling, so I'll just pull this up now for you guys to see. So, what I'm going to start doing, shout out to my boy Phil for giving me these ideas, but what I'm going to start doing is, as far as when I get guests on here, from here on out, if you ever want to be a guest, boom. You want to be a guest? Email me at horrorwithsir.sturdyguests@gmail.com. Again, that's horrorwithsir.sturdyguests@gmail.com. What this does, it just makes it kind of easier because my main Horror with Sir Sturdy email is more so for sponsors and all that kind of stuff when I get those and just, shit like that. More business stuff. This for guests. When I see this, I know it's a guest coming on the show or asking something about the show. So if you want to be a guest, hit that email up right there. And giveaways. So for giveaways, it's going to be another email, because what I'm going to start doing for the live shows is we're going to have a horror word of the night. And that's for you, Henry. We're going to have a live horror, for the night, and you're going to email this. So whatever that word is, which I will pop up on the screen, and one of us will say it, and I'll pop it up on the screen when the time comes. You email horrorwithsir.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com. You just email me that one word. You're automatically entered into the contest. You have from tonight until, I'm going to say Monday. Until I can think of a better thing, I'm going to say tonight until Monday, which I know for Tuesday's episode is going to make it a little tougher. So I think maybe I'll just do giveaways on Thursdays and say from tonight until Monday. That way you guys have a few days to just one entry for this. It's just because it's just one word. And I'll announce the winner on Tuesday, and you guys will see how they win. So that, again, horrorwithsir.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com to win some stuff, some fun. It's going to be random. It's going to be random, like a random movie or whatever. And, see what movie you end up with.
That's what's up.
Dope. So, you know what? James, you came up with the word for tonight. So what is the word?
All right, I'm going to say, because I called the dogs hellhounds. So we're going to go with hellhounds.
Hellhound. Oh, you want me to add the S?
Oh, no, you can do hellhound. It's fine.
Hellhound.
Plural, one, it don't matter.
So, again, the email that I just mentioned, and I'll throw it on there again in a little while. Horror word of the night is hellhound. So shoot it to that email. Simple as that. Shoot it to that email, and you're automatically entered into the giveaway. Automatically entered. You can't get much easier. You can't get any easier than that. You really can't. And if you get easier than that, you're gonna catch something like an accident. You don't want that. All right, so let's jump into this, though, guys. Let's really give a dive into these movies. So, what were things you liked about both movies? Before we get into what we didn't like, what were some things you liked about both of these movies? Like, for me, I'll say they told the story for both films. I'm saying they told both stories very well, same story, but they told the story very well in both films. I like how they start out kind of like slow. I mean, yeah, the lady's hanging herself in the beginning of the movie, damn near, but they still kind of start out kind of slow to where neither one of the parents are noticing anything until maybe mid-movie. The mother really starts noticing. And I'm telling you right now, when this motherfucker's riding his fucking scooter through the house, or what the hell you call those things?
Oh, the tricycle?
No, it was like the Razor. Yeah, it was like a Razor scooter in the newer one. And he hits his mom's chair and she falls over that thing.
Oh, yeah.
My thing is like, how, like, I'm not saying he wouldn't be able to help her. I have a couple of questions. My one thing is, why didn't she try to grab onto the, I know you can only hold yourself up for so long, but grab onto the bars, if anything, the posts. And how strong does she think that boy is? Where she's like, "Help, Davian, help me."
Well, maybe she expected like him to go and call for help, get somebody.
But by the time he did that, she would have fell either way.
Oh, she was gonna, yeah. Like you said, you only can hold yourself. I'm sure she don't have a whole bunch of upper body strength. She was only gonna last as what she lasted, no matter what. She was just trying. She was afraid. She said, "Damien, help me." Like, what are you gonna do? He's just sitting there staring like, "Fall, bitch."
He didn't give a shit.
He didn't give a shit.
But
it was interesting to him. He liked seeing people scared and suffering. Yeah. He's just like.
But yeah, I mean, this is one of those movies to where you need, like, if this movie didn't have a good story, it would suck. But because it has a good story, it's not one of those movies, like, if they made like a cheesy film of this, it wouldn't work. None of us would probably like it. I don't even mean like a spoof film. I just mean like if they were just like, okay, we're just going to throw this together and kind of just get it out, it wouldn't work. But that's my little spiel on it. What do you guys think about it? Or like, what drew you to this movie? Why do you enjoy the movie? Like, for me, the stories, the kills, of course, just simple, fun stuff like that. But what about anybody else?
I like, well, it's the same story to me.
Yeah.
But I could tell you the differences. Like I said, the older one, the kid looked more evil. It had a darker vibe.
See,
what I liked about, they kept the same kills, but they changed them a little bit. Except for the one. It was the same type of kill, but a different scenario. So the fucking bar through the priest.
Mm.
They did it in the remake, but they added the glass in the face.
Yes.
That was better. Then the scene where the camera guy, the original was like a truck took his head off, but I liked this one with the fire escape better. I liked how it swung and just like knocked his head off like across the fucking street. That's how.
That kill right there made me think of Final Destination.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
was like, yes, but it was dope.
And I liked in the modern, I like so the original where they had to go to that cemetery. I think the modern, like the remake, it was better looking.
The way
I like how they had to get in there. It was just, I thought it was like a better scene.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I can think of. Other than that, the story wise is the same. Like Chris said earlier, they added when she was dreaming, like that she thought she was going crazy. She was seeing the images of like basically like the demon or a devil, like just glimpses of shit. So yeah, that's what I take about it. Story wise, it's the same.
Yeah, it is. But I'm just saying, like, the way they told the story is good. It was really well. They told the story very well. And the reason why I say both films, because sometimes, which I wish I could think of an example of it. Matter of fact, what's the movie we did, James? Where it was, what the fuck was it? Shit. We did the original and the remake. I know it's not telling you shit because we did that a lot. But it was, so on one of them, they were on like an island. And the boat only came back every so often. On the other,
it was April Fool's.
That one right there. How the stories were, they had like the same title, same name, but the stories were completely.
They changed it. Yeah, it pissed me off.
I think the story is what sells me for any genre film. Can't beat great storylines. And Dreams, this is why you got to start tuning into these, not only these episodes, man, but checking out some of these movies. I know you said the wife isn't really into them, but you got to check them out, man, because movies like this, the Conjuring franchise universe, and all those awesome freaking stories, like really good stories.
Yep.
To the point, I'm gonna even say to the point to where you almost forget their horror stories, because it's not like a bunch. I mean, I'm not saying there's no jump scares in either of these movies, but it's not like just jump. It's like, oh, there's actually a story, a dialogue as to why this shit's going on. But I'm gonna let Southern and Chris take it over as far as like what do you guys like about these films?
Yeah, I agree. The storytelling aspect is pretty good. Like I said, with the older movie, you got the grit and the darker look to everything. And one thing that I can say about the older one, whenever I was actually watching it, I got a sound bar and I was watching it through YouTube because I found it for free.
Nice.
But one thing that I noticed was that at those tense, suspenseful moments, the freaking music goes off the charts. I mean, it just goes, because like every other time, I got to cut it up just to be able to hear the people speak.
Yep.
And then like when those moments come along, I mean, it rattled the windows, man. But I'm telling you. But one thing I did like, and I thought this was pretty funny, but in the original, when the priest actually comes to his office after they moved to London, the priest comes in his office and he tells him, he says, "Mr. Thorne, I need to talk to you," and he's talking to him or whatever. He locks the door behind him. And then, he's like getting on the phone and he's like, "I'm calling security." And he's like, "I locked the door." I'm like, does this guy not know how locks work? I think he got in the room, I mean, I know how to unlock the door, sir. This is my office, but
like I like the door.
But I agree with you, they did bring it up to date. It does look cleaner. It does, the cinematography on it is a lot better. But yeah, I think they kind of kept it as true, but they tweaked just a few little things just to not piss enough people off, because like when you did the whole Psycho remake, man, it just got so much beef about it. But of course this was not Psycho by any means, but I did like both of them. I mean, but on the same hand, I will go with the darker one, because the older one, because I just enjoyed that. But yeah, I do enjoy that darker storytelling aspect of everything, especially when you come to find out, about the jackal and, the mom and, all that good stuff. But one thing I did think about was, if you took that same scenario, if this guy wasn't an ambassador, if this guy wasn't who he was and had the money that he did, if you took that and put this in a trailer park somewhere. Can you imagine the shit that would unfold? Because that is just crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, you're putting somebody in power that who knows, knows, has connections, knows the right people to contact for this type of stuff, and is able to do something about all this. But on the same hand, if you took that and put it in a different setting, I think it could make it that much more darker.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, because then you don't have those resources at all until you get them later on, just by asking for help or whatever the case may be. That would have definitely made it darker if it was in, like you said, a trailer park or like a more rural area, and somebody who wasn't rich.
Exactly.
Somebody who wasn't rich. Like, okay, now. And what's crazy was like he didn't really seem to take it serious. Like when his wife got hurt at first, when he first goes to visit her at the hospital, he finds out she lost the baby. Of course, she said she didn't want to have the child because of the whole Damien thing. But he was like looking at her, like his face looked like he was looking at her like it was her fault. I'm like, it's your badass fucking son. Whoop his ass.
Well, he didn't believe it. He didn't believe that he thought she was just like depressed or something, and like postpartum, basically. That's what I was getting the vibe off.
Yeah.
But 5 years later, he's like 5 or some shit. She still has it. But she's been noticing, like, the animal's afraid of him. And so she is like, something's off. The father didn't want to believe nothing. So
all the other kids stay away from him.
Yep.
What about you though, Chris? What did you enjoy about these films?
Just the way the music, the way that the lighting, just the eeriness that I got from the kid. Like I said, man, this thing made me fucking like my skin crawl, man. Like when I first watched it the first few times, it was like, God, like every time I watched it, I would get the like hair raised on my spine feeling every time this kid was like peering into you, or just you knew something was going to happen, and he wanted it to happen, and he was encouraging, he needed it to happen. It's just fucked up. Some of the things back and forth with the trials and tribulations of the father coming to his senses about it and all that stuff, like is where you get so wrapped up in everyday life and stuff like that. We barely have time to realize when we have our own ailments, and then to take other people's stuff seriously. It's a whole nother aspect as well. And then the hellhounds, and like I said, great to me. It was awesome the way they told the story. They put it all together. I like that it was so close to the original, but modernized, because like I said, as time goes on, that's my favorite part about movies now, is that there's so many great things. Like I'm trying to find a silver lining in it, because remakes and stuff like that, it gets old, where the new ideas and all that. But at the same time, if you can make them right, kind of like this one did, and bring it out up to the new standards, and kind of bring the whole vision of what it should have been to another level, and tell that same story that everybody loved, then it's going to be well received.
I agree with that. I mean, I'm one of those, I love watching movies in general. So if you're going to make a remake, my thing is this. I'm not mad at remakes. Yes, we all want to see new ideas, of course. But my thing is more so, if you're going to do a remake, you have to do it right. Because I'm not one of those that's like, okay, well, they made the remake, it's going to ruin the original for me. It's not going to ruin the original, because the original is always going to be there. You can always go back to it. And let's see what Dreams just said. I wanted to pull up his 2 comments. He said, wakes the whole house up when a scene changes. Yeah, basically. And then this right here. Respect to the creators who produced these movies. So many elements they thought of to cause you to feel what they wanted you to feel. Yes, in that moment. And this movie is a really good example. I'll say a better example would probably be The Conjuring. Just because they really get deep into it. And with The Conjuring, what I feel like, I'm just mentioning it with this real quick, what I feel like it did better than this is it made you care about the family a lot sooner. And it made you really care about the family, like even throughout the film. This one, not so much, because you see the father, like with whatever he does with his work and all that shit. You see the mom here and there, and then you almost not like the mother for an extent, even though her son's a little evil asshole. But the part where he's sitting down playing video games, and she's like, "Can you be quiet? Can you stop doing that?" He's literally just sitting there, not saying a word, quietly playing a game. She could have muted the TV if that was really bugging her, but we knew that wasn't what it is. So, this was one of those ones where, yes, I enjoyed it, but I didn't really care for the family. Like, the family wasn't important to me, really. You know what I mean? Like the story was good and all that, but if the family wasn't important, I didn't really care for the family. Like, for The Conjuring, I felt like the family was important. You cared about the family. You laughed. You were just like, oh shit moments. You were hoping people survived as far as the family goes in that film. But this one, anybody could get it. I didn't care.
A lot more relatability in the Conjuring type movies.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
Now with the annoyance thing, I think the pool table would annoy me more than the video game. Him smacking the pool balls.
Mhm.
Like, for one, she could have got up and got out of the fucking room.
That's very true. With both instances, hey, look, you have a nanny. Hey, nanny, come in this room and just hang out with him. I'm going to lay down and take a nap.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling well. Simple
But
as
on
that.
the same hand, I think that was, that was him kind of pitting the, husband and wife against each other.
Oh,
yeah.
Because,
That's
he was like, oh, I done drove mom half crazy. So
That's
daddy, so.
And he couldn't kill the father because he needed him.
Right.
So I got a question about this movie.
Okay.
First, let me mention this before I forget. So in the remake, the camera guy who said when the nanny, when he was interviewed, when she hung herself, it's like, was she on drugs? That's the guy who played the kid in the first one.
Yeah.
Wait, he put Damien in the first one?
Yeah. One camera guy said it's the was your nanny on drugs?
Oh shit. I didn't know that. That's dope.
Yeah, so I read that part. Then I forgot what I was going to say in the beginning. Oh fuck, I blinked. I did it, Aaron.
He did. But what makes it funny is like, let me say this part first before I forget. And you forgot.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Question, because I forgot to go deep into this and look it up. The nanny that came in, because when they went to the cemetery later on, and it was animal bones for the mother, was that the original mother who gave birth to Damien?
Yes, that was the jackal. He was born of a jackal. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that's the thing. I'm not 100% if that was Damien's mother, or if you recall when the priest at the beginning, he was talking about that when these babies, these antichrist, because they had tried several times when they were born. At one point, he gave the dates, and of course it was always 666. But on that time, he mentioned it was, that they were all born of a jackal. But on the same hand, because if you looked in the original, I remember, they uncovered the baby, and you could see it had a hole in the side of its skull, as if whoever had killed it, like they didn't even allow it to take its first breath.
Yeah, just smash it in the head.
Yeah, they wanted to get rid of it that quickly.
That was in the remake as well.
Yeah.
You find out later in the movie when they're pushing the grave, they're digging up the grave or whatever, and you see the baby in there, and you just see the baby, you see a skeleton of a baby, and you see the skull cracked open, and he was like, they didn't even give him a chance. Like, they killed him before he was even born. Really, I'm just like, that's fucking wild.
And just to build on what James was saying, another fun fact was the nanny that played Blaylock in the remake was actually Mia Farrow, who played in Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, Mia Farrow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, you know what I found? Speaking of the nannies in both movies, I know they both had their thing. Like, the one said that the agency just forgets to send the resumes, and the other one, I forgot what. Wouldn't you call the agency to see if these people, like, listen, Mrs. Such and Such came here and da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, oh, no, she's not with our agent. Like, it was just, that's just something, because and the reason I'm saying this is because, like, if this is my child that you're going to be helping me take care of and watch, I need to know where the fuck you really came from. Like, I need referral. Like, listen, did she really work with you guys? Yes, no, whatever the case may be. Because they didn't even do. They're just like, oh, I came from, here's my resume.
Well, back then, paperwork was enough. She handed paperwork, and she said, here you go. Here's my references. Here's the agency papers.
I guess, but still, it's your child.
Yeah.
They're not. I feel like if the lady was coming to be a dog sitter, they'd figure out a lot more about that person.
For one, speaking of the dog thing, the hellhound, I would have fired her so fast. She did fucking, like, get that dog out of here. Oh, it's gone. Then he sees it the next day. I'm like, listen, you're not listening to me. You're fired. Get the fuck out.
That, and then she like took it upon herself to get. Oh, well, me and Damien, because we decided to bring. That's not how this shit works. I thought you just help me, help us, and help us, clean the house and all that. I didn't say nothing about you bringing anyone or anything in this under this roof.
No.
But that part though, like I said, that part really made me think. Like, did they why didn't they call like, hey, where is she from? Blah 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 blah. For both movies, but it's not a huge deal, and of course it would have changed the course of the movie. But I'm just saying, if you put it into a real life aspect, I'm sure you would call and get more back. You'd want a background check of this person, not just from them handing you a piece of paper because they can put anything on there. Shit, I can say, listen, I trained Mike Tyson. I'm going to train you to be the next champion. And you go and get knocked out every single time. You want to do a background check on some shit. Don't take my word for it.
You'll be surprised how many people's resume is all they have. They don't actually have the experience.
Yeah. A word is my bond. Yeah, I'm lying on every damn thing to get this money, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a nitpick on the remake, I was hoping when I was going in, because I did see it before, but I forgot. Like most of it, I forgot it was like almost the exact as the original.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was watching the remake, I was hoping they put more like demon stuff in it, a little bit more supernatural shit. Like even with the dog, like I thought, like the Hellhound, I thought it was gonna be like, oh shit, he sees the dog like glowing eyes, it gets bigger or something, or it was the same shit even with the fucking priest. Like the storm starts only near him, nowhere else, and it's like chasing him to the church. The lightning striking everywhere. I thought it was gonna have like him doing more demon shit, like his power, like he has the power of like the devil type shit. It's the sun.
Yeah.
But he was just like a little kid just staring at you.
As the story goes on, you get part 2 and part 3.
Yeah, you're right. There is. So yeah, his powers build probably. Yeah. But I was expecting the remake a little bit more. I thought they were going to add in a little bit more shit. But it was still good. I'm not going to. I'm saying if I had to nitpick.
Yeah,
that's what I would.
I'll just to be devil's advocate, so to speak. And I pulled the horror word of the night again, Hellhound. I pulled it up because James did say Hellhound. So when I hear that, I'm just going to pull it up, and I'll pull the email up right after, which I'm doing right now. So again, email Hellhound to horrorwithsir.sturdy giveaways@gmail.com, and you'll be entered into a giveaway. You'll be entered into a raffle. Simple as that. I'll leave this up for a little bit. But no, just to be devil's advocate, James, I'll say that I'm glad that they didn't do that, just to kind of keep it, to keep the stories as close as possible. And it just, you kind of get used, because for both of these movies, for me, you get kind of the same feel for it. So I'm glad they didn't change too much with it. Now, I'm not saying I disagree with that, just to be devil's advocate. It would have been cool if they would have added a couple more things. I kind of wish they would have made them both, I mean, you could say the original is darker. I wish they would have made them both darker, like a darker tone to them. And just, Damien was a newborn. It would have been cool to see, like, at the end of the movie, too, because you see him at his dad's funeral. Maybe if you see him with another family and shit starts to happen, maybe something crazy happens, but they don't know it's him.
Well, he's with the president now, I think.
Yeah.
But, but you see him with the new family and then something happens, is what I'm saying. Like, if they just added, like, something happened and then the movie went off.
You
know?
No, he just turns around and he turns his head over his shoulder and gives you the evil eye.
Which,
by the way, with the music. So every time Damien was in it.
There's a part 2 and a part 3.
Yeah, there is.
And the fact that this motherfucker ends up with the president, you need something else to happen?
Sure. He got his goal. The politics. He got to the highest chain.
He's about to be raised, trained, fed, and take over this motherfucker from the inside in the matter of, 5 years?
Yeah.
Talk about fucking promotion.
That's not even like 5 years of a career. That's just 5 years of life.
Like, damn.
Shit. Oh, fuck. You know what?
Oh, yeah. Do the wheel. You got the wheel?
Yeah. You can keep going with whatever you were going to say, though, James. I'm just going to pull it up.
No, I can say it. Because I like concentrating on the wheel. It's entertaining.
All right. So if you're new here, this wheel has a bunch of freaking horror movies on here that Whatever it picks is what we review for the following episodes. I'm just going to shuffle it a couple times. And then I will pull up the full screen for it right here.
No whammies. No whammies.
Come on, baby. Come on, Snake Eyes. Daddy needs a new pair.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Woo!
Yes. Let's
I'm
go.
really hoping for like a good one this time. I really need another good movie.
Our Rammies just lands on the shitty ass movies. I can't call them. They're shitty, but not at the same time because I like watching them at the same.
Yeah. It varies, man.
Rare breed.
Blood Hook.
Blood Hooker. Is that just
Blood Hook?
Prostitute on her monthly?
No, it's Blood Hook. I don't know. I
don't know what the fuck this is. What the fuck is this?
Wait
a minute. We just put this on the wheel, didn't we?
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I don't remember why. I don't remember who mentioned it.
Someone suggested in the chat.
But there we go.
All right.
I just got to save that over there. But Blood Hook is the next film, which somebody did suggest me a movie earlier when I made a post about watching whichever one I was watching earlier today. And I'm going to add that to the wheel tomorrow. I forgot what movie it was, but I did save it on my phone, so I wouldn't forget it. I screenshot it and saved it on my phone.
Where can we watch it? Oh, we have no clue. It's the first time here. I got to look for it now.
I want to say Tubi. But I'm not sure.
I believe that one's stuck at the video store.
Where's the last Hollywood still? They just made it into
Alaska.
an Airbnb. Is it Alaska or is it Ohio?
It's Alaska. You're talking about Blockbuster?
Blockbuster, yeah.
Alaska.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they made it to a bed and breakfast, but you can when you do that, they still have the films in there. They have like a VCR and shit set up. You can like rent the film, which if they had something like that.
Hell yeah,
do that. You know how dope it would be to set up something where you can do a podcast. If I was like, listen, people, just hear me out. This can bring you guys a lot of business. We're gonna do a live show from here. We're gonna watch the film, and we're gonna do a live show from here, VHS style. We're not sleeping in the same bed. We need different beds because we'll stay the night, but that'd be fun.
I'm getting a car bed.
I don't think they have those there. Oh shit!
That'd be funny as hell. Someone messages in the chat like, "Yeah, we do."
That'd be awesome. Which I mean, speaking of awesome, so last week we had the director from The Bloody Nun comment on here and talk with us, tell us, and I invited him on the show. And then after the live was over, I wake up the next day, and the guy who played the first priest that kills himself with the gun, he leaves a comment like, "Oh, thank you guys for reviewing the movie. That was me." So that was all.
That's cool. That's another. I told my sister to watch that one.
She'll like that one. She'll like that one better than she liked Blood. Like Henry really wants to watch that. None. Like he was just telling me, like, I can't fucking wait to see it. He was like, I'm probably.
Well, tell him to watch it.
He's gone.
Take a day off from fishing. Watch the fucking movie.
What he'll do then is he'll watch it like late at night when his kids are asleep. So he said he might watch it. If not tonight after work, one of these nights after work, then maybe Sunday night. It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh shit.
Yeah, if you get loaded, as you're getting loaded, you're in a good mindset. You just want to have fun, or you had a long day. And you just need a you know what? I don't care type of movie, and you just want to laugh a couple times. Just put the damn thing on.
Oh yeah. That's what it's for. It's very self-aware. Like we were saying last week, it's one of those movies to where they know that it's not going to be good. They're not trying to make it good. They know it's cheesy. They know the budget's low and all that other shit. They know they're going to mess up, and they just left it all in there. I respect it for that. I have zero respect for Blood Lake though, because they just, at least with the Nun thing, they tried to have a story. I'll give it that. They tried, and they made like a comedy horror. It was funny. Like there was nothing funny about Blood Lake at all. Aaron, you can watch Blood Lake on Tubi, though. Yes, it's free. And here's what the movie cover looks like.
Oh, God. Yeah, keep passing this out.
Right there, when you look that up on Tubi, you're welcome.
Don't do it.
That looks promising.
Aaron will never tell you to not watch a movie, but I will.
No, I won't. The reason why I don't tell people not to watch a movie is because, for one, if I watch a horrible movie, if I had to sit through it, I feel like others should have to sit through it. Same thing with a good movie. If I had the pleasure of sitting through it, someone else should have the pleasure of sitting through it. And people have different ideas. I had one person on a post, which I did screenshot it and showed you guys. This was maybe like a month or two ago. I don't remember when it was. Maybe it was sooner than that. But they said that they actually enjoyed Blood Lake. How? I don't know. But they actually said the movie. So maybe
they should have went into detail.
Maybe Southern will watch the movie and just say like, "Wow, this movie was a masterpiece and the best movie I've ever seen in my life." Will we trust his judgment? Probably not. But would I respect it? Yes. As soon as we find the Aaron, I'll let you know. Dreams. As soon as I find that, I'll let you know. Me or Chris, I'll let you know as far as how to watch. What's the movie called again?
Blood Hook.
Blood Hook. So, Chris.
Yo.
What would you change about this movie? Because it's basically one movie. What would you change about this movie to make it better?
It's tough to say because, like I said, when it first came out, like I said, these were high regard movies to me. But now it's tough to say, man. Like you don't want to mess with it. Like you accept it for what it is. You know, and you hope maybe one day it gets better, or hey, you just leave it the way it is, and you always come back to enjoy it for what it is and what it was.
Okay.
My opinion,
I'm a truth.
My opinion, the original, leave it alone. If I had to change anything, I was expecting, because like all the other remakes that come out, they change shit. I was expecting them to add, like I said earlier, add a little bit more paranormal shit, like more showing his powers off.
So you're basically saying if you're gonna do a remake, yes, stick with the same story, but just change some things up a little.
Yeah, don't change the whole thing up and fucking brutal, destroy it. Like what the fuck you do? Basically, like if you're doing this, add the little things.
Add things that would make sense.
Yeah,
you tell the story a little better. Add things that'll make sense, but don't take away from the story.
Yeah,
I like that answer.
And one thing, just to satisfy James here, what I would probably have done is that ending sequence. I probably would have put more action into it. And the reason I agree with you, because have him show off his ability a little bit more.
Yeah.
To the point where, in every other demon / exorcist type film that you see, you always see unseen forces, doing the most damage. And so in my opinion, I would have some demons or something, try to, surround him and come up and, try to, just take down his oppressor, and just, kind of go that route with it, or either get some more priests involved, instead of dad going at it alone.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. Cause I feel like this would be again, with like the Conjuring universe and all that, how they had, the priests involved.
Oh yeah.
And the Warrens involved and all that. They had like experts involved. When shit really started to hit the fan, I feel like this would be one of those things, because something like this, people are gonna like. As far as when the woman jumps off the roof, that's one, and then just little things that built up throughout the movie. You're thinking like somebody's gonna be like, listen, we need some experts. And I do want to say this though, for both films, when the priest was like, I forgot what he said verbatim, but for both films, your wife is in danger, your wife's gonna die. I would take that as a threat.
Yeah, no, like, what are you trying to say?
I'm about to fuck you up. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Because you're not you need to make more sense. Are you after her? Because I'm about to kill you right now if that's the case. I'll fuck you up right now. Like, when I heard that, I'm like, yo, that sounds like a threat. I know it was more of like a warning, like you need to do this to save her, but just the way it came out sounded like a threat to me. And that's going to make me alert and take it way more serious, because he was just like, you stay away from my family. But I feel like I just came out swinging.
Yeah, I think he actually told him, you have to drink the blood of Christ or something like that. You have to be saved. This is the only way you can fight it. I think is what he told him. So
you have to allow Christ in, and that's the only way you'll be strong enough to fight what's headed your way, is if you allow Christ in.
Yeah.
Man, he just
so to go off with the show off his abilities a little bit more, or like have, like you said, have demons around.
Mm-hmm.
They could have, the perfect scene for it was when the fucking nanny jumped on his back. She could have been the jackal. She could have like had some kind of supernatural power, or turned into the jackal thing.
Adding on to that, James,
something, just a little tweak, just something.
It would have been dope, because of course he's a demon or a devil, or whatever, and his mother would be a demon or a devil or whatever. as if the nanny was his mother, and that's why in these.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I thought it was.
That's why she's there, because she knows that's her son, and she wants him to take over because it's gonna, him moving up is gonna help her move up. And I don't mean like moving up to heaven. I just mean moving up to take over and have more power. So it's like she's kind of using him. You know what I mean? How like some people.
Well, she's like the teacher. She's guiding them.
It's between that and like living through your kids. She's like living through her kids, but for an evil way, for an evil purpose, for her child. And it's kind of like it's gonna help me out with with whatever. That I think that would have been really cool. Like if you find out, even like say how the nanny gets killed and all that, but if you find out like later on that was actually her child instead of it being but that's honestly maybe the only thing I would change about, besides what I said earlier about making them both a little darker and like you guys mentioned about just more demonic things happening.
Yeah.
Because
I got a question.
Okay.
So this years ago, I read it on something. There was a debate going. People were saying, what is scarier, the Omen or Exorcist? And I think it's one-sided.
I'm listening.
I think it's the Exorcist, just because it was possession. Things were flying around, people flying up in the air against walls. Damien had a creepy factor, but he just did a stare. But I can understand the creepy factor for the time when this came out.
Yeah.
But to me, it's one-sided. It's like there's no way it's scarier than The Exorcist.
You got to think of how heavy religion was back then and how people's beliefs and stuff like that. So for you to have this kid that is affecting the world and animals don't want to get near it and all this other stuff, and he's rising in power, and he's like, all these things are starting to happen, and like people are like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like if you're thinking of it from that aspect, but if you're thinking of it from us now, desensitized, and we've seen everything, and now we're like, yeah, it seems passe, but like I said, man, this thing used to raise the fucking hairs on my back.
So you would pick this one over the Exorcist, as far as fear factor, this one over the Exorcist?
I feel like the Exorcist was grosser because of some of the things they did and the effects that they did.
Definitely see that.
They did more on the visual side, where this one did more of the mind fuck.
Okay. I can see that.
I like that. I'm gonna say The Exorcist, and again, based off what you said, Chris, with the religion thing, but just with the exorcisms and all that going on, and the body contortion and all that shit, just all the wildness that happened, like that's some wild ass shit. Versus, not that this one wouldn't be scary, especially in those times, but Exorcist really, what did it come out, like 74? It really, actually, this came out in 76, the original one, so 2 years after, but Exorcist set the bar high for those type of films. It set the bar very, very high, and especially for that time, because there wasn't a lot of that type of stuff going on as far as films. And yeah, I'm going to have to say Exorcist. I'm going to definitely have to say.
Well, if you watch the documentary about The Exorcist, because the religion aspect to it, it made newspapers and stuff where people were trying to shut it down and shit like that. So, because the religion-based stuff, people are like, what the fuck? You playing this, you're giving the devil power, and it was crazy. That was a good documentary, by the way. That's a shock doc on
just the scene with the cross. Forget about it. Oof.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just about to ask you, was this on the shock doc thing?
I believe so. I believe that's where I watched
not the shock doc, the other one too. The one that's on Shudder. I forgot what the thing is called.
Oh, it was the Cursed Films.
The Cursed Films, yes. The Exorcist was on that as well, right?
Yep.
Okay, I gotta go back and watch that again. But Southern, which one do you think is scarier out of The Exorcist and The Omen? Which?
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to side with The Exorcist on this one. It's the spider walk, man. That fucked me up for a while.
I gotta.
They, just the aspect. It's I can understand this, because if you look at it, you are dealing with two children who have been affected in some sort of way. But like with Reagan, she was possessed. She was taken out of her normal routine and placed in that situation. Whereas with Damien, he was born into it, so he never knew anything otherwise. But also too, I have to think about the fact that when you break it down, and I've lost my train of thought. I had a train wreck, but anyway. But yeah, I mean, both of them. I mean, for their time and only to be a few years apart like that, they were both great movies. But yeah, that one, The Exorcist, yeah, that one actually gave me nightmares when I first saw it.
Awesome. See, and really quick for anybody new that popped in here. So, word of the night is Hellhound. Word of the night is Hellhound, and you're gonna email that to horrorwithsir.sturdyguests@gmail.com. I'll pull the email screen again.
Giveaways.
Oh yeah, sorry, giveaways. Thank you, James. I was testing. Quick. Horror with Sir Sturdy giveaways. And what's that? Is it's right in front of my damn face. So email Hellhound to horrorwithsir.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com, and you'll be entered into the contest, which the contest will happen on. You have until Monday. So that way people who are going to come back to the YouTube and watch it or listen to it between, now and Monday, you have until Monday to send in that email. And don't try to cheat people, because with emails, there's receipts of time and date of when you sent it. So yes, Monday night, I'll say. Monday night, 11:59 is the latest. 11:59 Eastern time. I don't know what time zone everyone's at, but just figure that out. 11:59 is the latest. Maybe accept midnight, but that's it. That's the wrap. I'll say I'll accept midnight, and that's the wrap. So, Hellhound, email that to horrorwithsir.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com. This freaking Fishhook movie we're doing Tuesday, man. I'm excited to see it just because I've never seen it before. And I'm expecting some really ridiculous, silly.
You think it's gonna be a fisherman slasher, or you think it's gonna be something in the water?
Did you catch the tagline for it? It says you can't worm your way out of this one.
Yes.
See, no, I didn't see that. I didn't pay attention to it.
Fishing is like this.
Oh yeah, you can't worm your way out. Yeah.
And then you can't worm your way out at the bottom.
I don't know. This is
Blood Hook. I heard there's titties in it, so that's always a plus, as you guys know.
Let me guess. Is it in the 80s?
80s or 70s? I forgot which.
If it's 80s, it's like you automatically watch a movie, there's going to be tits in it.
Does it say Lloyd Kaufman at the top there?
I'll pull it up one more time. Let me see.
Yeah, Lloyd Kaufman. Yeah, big Tromaville. Yeah. Toxic Avengers. Yeah.
Oh.
This is probably going to have some funny moments. It's going to be ridiculous, and
it's like the meatballs of horror movies.
I don't think I've ever seen, and I don't think I ever will see, as far as like a horror comedy, more entertaining for me, better for me, because it's my favorite horror comedy than Thanksgiving, but that's just me.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. I don't think I ever
will. Do I want to? I don't know if I want to. That's the thing. Like, I want to see a movie worse than Blood Lake, but I don't want to see like a horror comedy that I find more entertaining than Thanksgiving. Because I'm scared that if I find something like that tops that, like that cheesy, just corny horror, but it's so bad it's good and funny, I don't want it to be like off my list to never watch it again. Because as you guys know, I'm going to be reviewing that every Thanksgiving. Well, the week of Thanksgiving from here on out. Thanksgiving 1 and 3, even though 3 I wasn't crazy about, but it's going to be a tradition on here.
I thought you liked House Shark. I thought you said that was funny.
It was. It wasn't. It's no Thanksgiving, but it is funny. It's hilarious. It's so ridiculous. I believe it is on Tubi as well. That's definitely something you guys should definitely check out. House Shark. It's a must watch if you haven't seen it already. And if you've seen it, watch it again. Damn, we can just about wrap up soon.
Okay, quick question for Southern real quick. Any movies that you've seen you want to suggest that like really bad or like you think it's like a really good movie?
Yeah.
Most recent?
No, it could be anything.
That most recent is that fucking Fear Street trilogy.
I didn't watch it yet. I'm
not going to give anything away.
Damn it. I forgot. That's what I was supposed to watch yesterday.
I was supposed to watch it this past weekend with the wife, but we didn't end up watching.
I was not happy with it by any means. But
one
thing they did get right was the soundtrack. I'll give them that much.
Now,
I'm going to check them out.
Now, were they like hour and a half or were they like an hour a piece? How long were they?
No, they're like movie. They're like hour and a half long, I think.
Yeah, I think I want to say they're cutting it even close to almost 2 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
140 or more. Yeah.
So maybe we have to add Fear Street onto the wheel then.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I know, we'll do.
There's 1966, 84, and
94.
94 and
94. Yeah.
But 94 is the first one.
Yeah.
66 is the third one, and then there's something in the middle, like 80s, or I don't know what the hell's in the middle.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. Though.
We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. Either we'll review it, or we could have like a little discussion of it before an episode, during an episode, like in the beginning.
Before we wrap it up here, since we're on kind of the remake situation in the horror movies that we touched on, The Exorcist. Original versus remake of The Exorcist. Then is that on the wheel? Have you guys done that?
No,
I don't know. I don't know if it's on. We haven't done it, but I don't know if it's on the wheel or not.
I know. I think we did. Is Exorcist 3 on the wheel?
Exorcist 3 is on the wheel.
Someone threw that on there.
Did they remake The Exorcist?
Yeah.
Did they remake?
Now, I know they did a prequel to it, but I didn't know they remade it.
No, I think they remade it because they had the girl do the crab walk down the stairs.
I think that's just a different thing of it, like a spin-off type of thing, because they had like the Exorcism of Emily Rose.
No, I swear they did a remake of The Exorcist. Hold on, I'll Google it.
That's what I was. Oh shit, my keyboard's all the way over there. Yeah, you're gonna have to Google it, James. My keyboard's like 5 feet away from me.
I remember they did the prequel to the Exorcist, and I didn't think it was half bad. You know, and you know, back to that point, one thing I was gonna say is the fact that you have to think about what demons you're dealing with, because I think with Damien, he was supposed to be like the son of the devil. So he's like heir to the freaking demonic throne. So with Reagan, she was just possessed with a demon. But, you know, honestly, you know, Satan's son set his mark a little bit higher. He was shooting for the White House straight out the womb.
So they're going to reboot it again.
Oh, they are. I'll have to check the wheel for those 2 movies, Dreams, for The Ring and Pumpkinhead. But
oh my god, I love Pumpkinhead.
Me too. I watched them all.
I will throw those on there, The Ring and Pumpkinhead. But I think with The Ring, I'm gonna look for the Asian version, because I'm not sure what
Ringu.
That I'm gonna put those on there instead of The Ring, because I've never seen them. And I know that they'll probably be, the foreign film will probably be better than the Americanized version of it, probably by far, which I did enjoy The Ring. And yeah, I like that weird, creepy shit. So I'll throw those on there.
The Exorcist 2000.
Is that what it's called?
It came out in 2000.
What, The Exorcist 2000?
No, it's called The Exorcist. It came out in 2000.
Okay.
Who was in that, if you don't mind my asking?
All right, hold on. Let me try to see if I can find anything.
I'm just curious as to why in the hell I don't remember it. Mandela effect.
It's probably, I mean, it might be one of those ones that is so bad that nobody remembers it.
No, it wasn't.
Come on, Sci-Fi Channel.
No.
Jason Miller, Ellen Burstyn, Linda Blair.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. No, maybe that's what they're going to try. They were trying to get her in there. I think. See, this is like a Roger Ebert thing. I'm trying to find the.
Did it ever come out then?
It said it came out in 2000.
I know. I could have sworn I remember seeing it.
I can't say I have.
Hold on. I'm going to go to that. What the fuck is it? Why isn't there no IMDb for it? What is going on? The version you ever seen, 2000. The Exorcist.
Maybe we've never seen it because it never came. That shit was supposed to come out. They're like, nah.
The Exorcist 2000 director's cut box office. They're saying there's a director's cut, but they don't. I can't find where you can go to like IMDb.
It's like the Snyder cut. It's just sitting on a shelf somewhere.
Yo, it's like they hit it. Like, what's going on here?
No, I know. I remember seeing it.
Me too, because she did the spider walk down the staircase.
You sure you're not thinking
the crab walk? I mean, the crab walk.
Yeah, she did that in the original too. When they redid, I think when it wasn't in the original film, but when they re-released it, they put some deleted scenes in there, and I think that was one of them.
I'm wondering if you guys, because there's
maybe that's what. Okay,
it's either that or possibly It's getting mixed up with the Exorcism of Emily Rose, which
no, not even close.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because she was doing those like weird twist and bend, and I believe she did the crab walk down the steps.
Oh no, any Exorcist movie they do that shit. They have it look like they're having seizures. That's why they always argue. They're like, no, she has mental illness. She's having seizures right now. They didn't want to believe it was like the devil type shit.
Yeah, that was based on a real chick. Man,
that was based on true story.
Annalise Michelle or something like that.
Yeah, I think there was a documentary about that too.
But yeah, you were talking about the oh man, you just named the movie.
Exorcism of Emily Rose. 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh no.
I'm trying to help jog your memory.
No, well, it worked. But anyway, you were talking about the contortionists and the way they move and everything.
Yeah.
And y'all saw the new Conjuring movie, right?
Yeah. Devil made me do it.
Yeah. That opening scene, that was actually the kid. That was actually somebody. That was a contortionist.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
that
found
shit
that
blew
person
my
on
mind.
America's Got Talent.
Yep.
That's some. I'm glad that they did it and didn't try.
No, I'll hire if I see that on a game show. I'll hire him for movies to do that shit.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That's a fucking hidden talent right there. That's some crazy shit, like twisting up like a fucking.
Your whole body's double jointed. You just fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But I just want to say this really quick. So if you want to be a guest, shoot me an email, horrorresearch.sturdyguest@gmail.com. Also, for this guest email, if you have movie suggestions that you would like us to put on the wheel, horror movies, send them to this email as well. Because you guys suggest them during the live, and I always fucking forget every single time. So you want to be a guest, or if you have a horror film that you want us to review, throw it to horrorresearch.sturdy@gmail.com. And that also goes for those indie films where you want us, the shorts that now listen, here's the thing. With the indie films, the indie shorts that we show live, 1, we got to be able to show it live. 2, has to be 20 minutes or less. Shoot me an email, throw the link in there, and I'll put the link in the description as well so people can go check out your YouTube channel. Later on, down the road, whenever, they can go subscribe to that. But for all that fun stuff, shoot it right to this email right here, horrorresearch.sturdyguest@gmail.com. And again, don't forget to email Hellhound. Again, that is Hellhound for the giveaway. horrorresearch.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com. And Southern, you can join that contest as well.
I appreciate it.
That's not just, I can't join it, obviously, that'd be cheating.
Yeah. He's like, oh, look at me. I won again. It's going right back on my shelf.
Like, oh, shit. I guess I'm keeping this.
It's like the casino. Even the house wins sometimes.
Yeah.
No, but like I said, like a lot of movies I have are like doubles and triples of the ones that I'm giving away, and just random stuff or stuff that's on streaming platforms that I do have myself. So I'm like, I have the Blu-ray or the DVD. And I got, what is crazy is I found a lot of these films. I found a lot of these films at the Dollar Tree. Like,
yeah, they have a lot.
Even like I found Child's Play, which it's put away somewhere. I don't feel like digging out, with like a cool ass cover. So it's not like I'm just finding fucking a movie like Blood Lake at the Dollar Tree. That shit I would have left that. Fuck that. If I'm doing that for a giveaway, I gotta steal that. And I'm not doing that. Right to be getting arrested for stealing that just for a giveaway.
He's gonna regret it one day. 10 years down the line, it's gonna be a rare item to find. The movie's gonna be hard to find. It's gonna be worth so much money.
I'm wondering how somebody found that in the first place. That shit was found on accident.
It was someone's home video. They left it behind when they moved.
And someone just put it out there. But yeah, so I'll pull this up one last time. The Hellhound thing. Again, Hellhound. That's the horror word of the night. Chris, go ahead and do the Pee-wee laugh. You can do it.
No, I can't. I tried. No, I can't.
Like a smoker's cough. Like a cough.
It's like
it's a higher pitch. It's a higher pitch, though.
I can't do it.
I'll try.
Go ahead, James.
Hold on. I gotta think of it. Hold on.
While you're thinking. Okay, Southern, I'm putting you on the spot.
Aaron Aaron, when you do it, it sounds like you're doing like Fat Albert.
I you know what it is? I have to hear it. I have to hear it again to write a copy. I haven't heard it in years. Just my brother Henry's terrible version of it. And then again, email horriblesir.sturdy giveaways at gmail.com. Again, it's horriblesir.sturdy giveaways at gmail.com. And, you know, enter your chance to win a free movie. I mean, simple as that. Can't beat free. Where's it at? Boom. Also, like I said earlier, ihemparita.com. You like that CBD stuff, you want to relax. And it's not like, it helps you relax, like your body relax, but you can take it during the day if you're someone who has like, if you're a person who's real anxious and all that. I'm not an anxiety type of person, but I'm sure there is people out there. CBD does help with that kind of stuff. One gummy is one serving. Half a sugar is one serving. You can't beat that. That's great. And it's the best CBD stuff you can get on the market as far as gummies and shooters go. By far the best. You can save yourself 10% by using promo code SIR30, ihemparita.com, and you can click the link right up top, the very first link. Boom. And if you spend over $50, free shipping. And then you also save money. So you save money on shipping, you save money on the overall price from the 10% off. Click that link up top, ihemparita.com. And thank you guys.
Thanks, Sir Sturdy.
Southern, do you have anything you want to plug? I should actually
the
episode.
No, you're good. I actually have my own podcast. I talk Southern Paranormal. I do true crime, the unexplained conspiracy theories, so on and so forth. It's called the Southern Inspector Podcast. That's awesome. You can actually find it at anchor.fm/Southern Inspector. You can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/the Southern Inspector Podcast, and on Instagram at the Southern Inspector.
Are you on YouTube or no?
Not on YouTube yet. I'm actually in the process of doing that, but I'm having some camera issues, as we can all tell.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay. But you'll get there, man. I know it. Yeah. So definitely go check out Southern Inspector, which I'm going to look it up on Facebook right now. I should have did that. But hey.
Yeah.
I really meant to, because I usually grab everybody's links. I forgot. Blame Chris, though.
Hi.
You said it's called Southern Inspector, right?
Yep, the Southern Inspector.
The Southern, okay. So, Chris, you want to plug your stuff?
Don't forget. Yeah, no doubt. Thank you so much, Sir Sturdy. Don't forget to come check me out Fridays and Saturdays. I stream on Twitch playing games. Usually Saturdays, Sir Sturdy joins me, a couple other people as well. I got a bunch of content that I'm putting out very soon that I'm editing up for music reviews, movie reviews, car lifestyle stuff, a bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline. So be on the lookout.
Nice. And
I am the worst damn gamer, else you're not going to know who the hell to talk to or where to come find me.
So people, if you want to play a game against him, he sucks, he's saying, then you can beat him all the time.
Sure. Something like
that.
Yeah. I'll go give this a like, the Southern Inspector. I want to put this up, make sure it's the right one. Yes, it is Paranormal.
Yep.
Let me share this screen so you guys can see it. Then I'll do my...
I already like the page. I already went to it.
Over here bragging. So did I, James.
That's it.
Nice.
So you guys go over to the Southern Inspector podcast on Facebook and wherever you can listen to podcasts and give it a like. This guy is amazing. He's awesome. He's a great guest, which he will be on here again. So I can only imagine how great his show has to be. So get your asses on over there. Give this page a like. Make sure you follow him. And hurry up. Tell him Sir 30 sent you if you have to. But just hurry up and go do that, people, because it's well-deserved. Great show.
Appreciate it.
Sure, it's a great show. I'm going to check it out. Give the page a like. I see James's big head right down here. He gave the page a like. See?
Yeah. I'm there. I wasn't lying, man.
My keyboard's a little far right now, but I'll get you, brother.
Everybody go there. Check it out. I'm even going to share it really quick in the comments. The Facebook link in the comments, so you guys can go over there and click that link. I don't want to hear I couldn't find it nonsense, because it's right there. So click that link. Go give that a like.
There he goes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. Thank you for coming on. But
absolutely, I had a blast.
And right here, people, as you know, new logo, And I got merch, which I'll show you that in a minute. Just mugs right now, but still, it's something. So, live shows Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Horror with Sir Sturdy. Live shows Saturday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Popcorn and Pints. Go check out Stories from a Bar on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you can listen to podcasts, and YouTube as well. Go follow Deep Focus Cinema, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can listen to podcasts. You guys will not be disappointed by any of these shows. Check out the Z Network as well on Facebook and YouTube, and the shows that are connected with the Z Network. We have Any Last Words, Horror Gamer, just a bunch of stuff, bunch of fun, cool content. It's not all horror content either. The majority of it is right now, but it's not all horror content. So go check all that stuff out. And yeah, again, Tuesdays and Thursdays, live shows, 9 o'clock Eastern time. 9 o'clock Eastern time. Saturday nights for Popcorn and Pints, which, as you guys know, we review 2 films. What are we doing this weekend? Frozen and something. I forgot.
Camp Nowhere.
We're doing Frozen and Camp Nowhere this weekend, I should say. And I will also say giveaways on Horror with Sir Sturdy, as far as the live video giveaways, like tonight's, as far as the horror word of the night and all that, it's going to be on Thursdays only. And I'm saying that because that way you guys have time between Thursday night and Monday night, let's say midnight Tuesday, to whatever the word or phrase is, get that email right in there. You have a few days, because if I do it from the Tuesday night show, you only have to from Tuesday, Wednesday. That's not really enough time. It's not fair, because you might not be able to hear this live or watch this live or whatever the case may be. So yeah. And I already showed the word and all that stuff enough times. You know, had a great time though. We're gonna bounce. Does anybody have any last things they want to say or whatever?
Good man.
Everybody's good.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
You.
Absolutely.
I do have to say something though, guys, because we did something very bad, and I'm a little disappointed. So I'm going to fix it for us. I think there's no bathroom shown in this movie. Actually,
I knew it was coming.
Julie Stiles was dreaming about brushing her teeth, so the pisser wasn't mentioned at all. We usually mention them every single episode. We figure out a way to throw them in there.
And we didn't point out any caucasity.
Oh yeah, wow.
There wasn't too much though, because with this type of stuff, it can get anybody, especially with real religious folk. It can get anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe them not spanking Damien, or at least trying to. Because I'm telling you right now, the way that kid was acting, how long can you act like that before your parents just try to backhand you at least once or 6 times? Once. So what the fuck did you just do? Did you throw them across the room with your mind and show them who's in charge? They're going to get a priest. Or your mom's going to pour some holy water on you or just something and get rid of you quick.
I would have whooped his ass in
jump off the roof.
I would have whooped his ass in that car.
Oh, when he attacked her?
Oh, what? Yeah, when they're going to the church. Yeah,
wild. He was whooping her ass, and then
he would have went night. I would have put him in a sleeper hold.
He didn't even get grounded. No punishment, no nothing. But thank you, sir. And the one you're after, listen, enter that contest. Hellhounds to that email. Hellhound to that email. I'll show it one more time for you guys. One last time, and then we're getting the hell out of here.
One more time.
So you do Hellhound. Again, that is Hellhound. See where Chris is pointing? And you know where to send it? Right here. Horror with sir.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com. And like I said, Southern, you're more than welcome to enter this contest as well.
It's a random movie,
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, it's going to be a random movie, maybe 2. I've showed these guys, Chris and James. I have a big bin, like those big ass totes you get from Walmart, just full of random shit. So I'm just going to go over there, grab 2 movies, and set them somewhere. By Tuesday, I'm going to grab 2 movies. I'm not even going to show you guys what the movies are, because I'd rather just when the person gets them, they'll get them. And please post it in the group and tag the page, the Horror with Sir Sturdy. That's all I ask. Just so people can see that you actually get these things. I'm not just making shit up. Like, oh yeah, you're going to send me something. I didn't get nothing. You're going to get it. But you got to, yeah.
And if you want to take it one step further, go ahead and leave the comments about whether or not you liked the movie, what you thought of it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool too.
And I mean, if you want to re-gift the movie after you win it because you didn't like it, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, to the highway.
Yeah,
No. Give it to somebody else.
it's tag. You're it. It's yours now.
One of these days, though, I want to do something. But you just said, James, like a tag you're it type of thing, and have like a random movie, lower budget, possibly, whatever the case may be, and like say I watch it. It's not something we review. Say it's something I watch. I give it to James. James gives it to Chris. And then Chris sends it to Southern sends it to somebody else that's a horror fan, just to see how many different people we can get hands on that one movie and to actually watch that one movie. And maybe everybody can put like a little sticker or something in it. And just see how far we can get it. Maybe we can get it. See if we can get that film overseas. Like just see how many, how far we can get it sent around. I think that would be pretty cool. And for when people get it, like maybe take a picture of it with you watching the movie in the background, snap a picture, post it in the group, and tag it.
I'll buy Blood Lake and I'll send the cursor.
Come on, man.
I already bought that bullshit. But seriously, well, everybody who tuned in, thank you guys for tuning in. Southern, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Great time. Definitely want you on again, and we're definitely going to be talking about your show. We're definitely going to be checking your show out.
I appreciate it, guys.
Everybody have a great night, and as always, I'll see you in your nightmare.